If you think about the psychology of a serial philanderer, okay, this is really important because most of us aren't serial philanderers. And even people who perhaps have fallen to temptation and cheated on the person that they love the most, they're not serial philanderers. What you have, I presume, if you're a serial adulterer, if you're incapable of keeping your trousers on, there's a mental attitude that somehow prioritises instant gratification above everything else, above your own children's happiness, above your wife's happiness, both your wives. It's all about getting that hit, that self-gratification, and somehow you turn off everything else. I don't think you can develop that. I think you're born like that. I think it's a pathology. So Boris Johnson's serial philandering, his absolute sexual incontinence, his prioritisation of his own sexual gratification over the happiness of his own family, that explains why he's doing what he's doing now politically. Because he wants to get into Downing Street. And he will not get into Downing Street as a key supporter of Brexit when the reality of Brexit kicks in. He just won't. He chose to support Brexit at the very, very last minute because he thought Remain would win, and that would give him the best chance of succeeding David Cameron, because he would have the hard right of the party, the Eurosceptic wing of the party, sewn up because he'd led the Brexit campaign, but he wouldn't actually have to endure them tearing the party to shreds because the referendum result had gone against them. So he would be their darling while actually not having to deal with their grievances and complaints. So it looked, at the time, very clever. I know what I'll do. I'll lead the Leave campaign. Dave will win, and then I'll succeed him because I'll be carried to the leadership of the Conservative Party by all the people who like me on the Remain side, plus all the people on the Leave side. So it was a brilliant piece of politics, and it completely backfired because he won. So now, with his top priority, in the same way that you know, bedding someone becomes more important to him than the happiness of his wife and children, getting into Downing Street is much, much more important than the country. So what he's doing now is desperately trying to pretend that Brexit is going to be anything other than a disaster. Had to resign as Foreign Secretary because Chequers was the first proper bite of reality that the government countenanced. The rest is just hogwash and rhetoric. Brexit means Brexit, will of the people, Leave means leave, red lines, all rubbish. So he had to quit after Chequers because that's when reality started biting, and you can't keep postponing reality from within the cabinet. You can only keep saying, no, there's something much better on the table. I can't tell you what it is, but it's definitely a lot better than what's on the table now. You can only do that from a position of backbench heckling. Rees-Mogg, Johnson. The only way they can continue to postpone reality is by pretending that there's something better than what is currently on offer. So the instant gratification of being Prime Minister is currently what's motivating Boris Johnson's desperate attempt to postpone reality for as long as he possibly can.